So we're going to be replacing the sprinkler head today. It's just a rotor Rainbird sprinkler head. It just won't shoot right. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to dig around a little bit like this. And the next step I'll chime in and kind of tell you what I'm doing and how I do this without digging a giant hole. Alright, so you can see, you just kind of get that shovel in there, you wedge the sprinkler head, and then what I'm doing right now is you just kind of move it around in a circle a bunch to kind of compress the sides. When you do this, you can just kind of unscrew the thing, make sure the sides of the hole are all packed down like that. You can see the threads on the bottom there, and if nothing caves in, you can just take this new sprinkler head and thread it back on. This leaves your line clear of any dirt. You don't have to flush out the sprinkler head afterwards. Just be forewarned, if you do get some dirt in the sprinkler line, you will have to flush the head out before you run the sprinklers on it by taking the top off. But usually with this method, you got the pack down dirt. It's not too hard. I've never had a problem. Just kind of pack everything back down in and then adjust the sprinkler heads and you're good to go. Alright, so you can see I just used a screwdriver to pull the sprinkler head up out of the ground. I'm just doing this to spin the head back and forth, and you can kind of see that blue tip. That's going to be the arc on the sprinkler head that we have. So you have two screws usually on the top of the sprinkler head. The back one adjusts the arc. It just has a simple plus and minus sign, so it's pretty easy to actually change the arc. But when you turn it all the way to the starting position, which is the right, just like that, that's going to be where you're starting. So you want to get that on the edge of your grass and then adjust the arc to hit the other edge of your grass, so that way you get full coverage there. Once you do that, the next step is to just kind of turn the sprinklers on. The front screw is going to adjust your distance that you're going to reach out. Now this is a rotor, so it goes out pretty far, but you can get these in 360, 180 degree arcs, you know, all the way up to 30 feet. So just take your time, get the arc done before you turn the sprinklers on. That way you know it's going to shoot, and then crank those sprinklers on and adjust the distance. Alright, so this part of the video here, we're just kind of testing all the water sprinklers, seeing where the arcs are going, if there's enough juice coming out of the sprinkler head. So it's a little bit of a boring part here. I mean, technically the sprinkler's already replaced, but you can see right now as when we replace is just shooting out real far. So take the time to adjust it. You know, it can be boring, but this is probably the one part most people think they're done after they screw a new one on. You'll get dead spots in your lawn that won't get the proper coverage, so you really need to run a few cycles of your sprinklers here to make sure they're working properly and you're getting the coverage that you need. you have it. That's kind of how to do the whole sprinkler replacement there. Don't forget to adjust the sprinkler head after you're done. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see you on the next one.